In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 college football matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We'll start with Utah State versus Vanderbilt. The line has Vanderbilt laying -22, Utah State catching +23, with the total sitting at 58.5. Vanderbilt has been one of the most frustrating teams to back this year. Big spreads, inconsistent results, but here's the angle. Utah State is just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 non-conference games, and they've struggled badly against teams with a strong ground attack. Vanderbilt, for all their issues, has cashed 4 of their last 5, when favored by 2 touchdowns or more. The public hates laying a massive number with Vandy, but that's exactly why the books inflate it. Sharp money has leaned toward Vanderbilt at home in spots like this. The total at 58.5 feels sharp. Both defenses are leaky, but these blowouts often stall scoring late. The under makes sense if Utah State can't put up points. Next up, Eastern Michigan versus Central Michigan. Central Michigan sits at -4, Eastern Michigan catching +5 with the total at 54. These in-state MAC battles are always tight. Eastern Michigan has quietly been a cover machine as an underdog. 12-5 ATS last 17 catching points. Central Michigan, meanwhile, is just 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 against teams with winning records. Betting psychology here is big. The public piles on to the home favorite, but Eastern Michigan has covered 6 of the last 8 in this rivalry. The total at 54 looks inflated, especially with how sloppy these teams play in the red zone. Unders have cashed in 4 straight meetings, and that's the way this one leans. Now we've got Georgia Southern taking on James Madison. James Madison is laying -17, Georgia Southern +17.5, with the total posted at 56. James Madison is one of the best covering teams in the country. They're 10-2 ATS in their last 12 home games, and their defense is legit. Georgia Southern is flashy with their passing attack, but they've been turnover prone on the road. Books keep hanging big numbers on JMU because the public loves the underdog in a high-profile spot, but the Dukes have been cashing regardless. The total at 56 looks high, especially with how dominant JMU's front 7 has been. Georgia Southern has gone under in 5 of their last 7 against winning teams. That's the sharper angle here. Moving on to Arkansas State versus Louisiana Monroe. The line sits tight. ULM laying -1, Arkansas State +1, total 54. This is a classic Sun Belt grinder. Arkansas State has been one of the better small underdog plays. 6-2 ATS last 8, catching 3 or less. ULM has been dreadful in close line games, covering just twice in their last 10 spreads of -3 or lower. Betting psychology says most of the public will see the short home favorite and hammer Monroe, but Arkansas State has been the sharper side historically. As for the total, 54 is a bit rich, considering these offenses can bog down. Unders have cashed in 4 of the last 5 between these two, and that trend looks live again. Finally, Akron versus Toledo. Toledo is a massive -20 favorite. Akron catching +21 with the total sitting at 48. Toledo is a monster in conference play, but they've had trouble covering these huge numbers. Just 2-7 ATS in their last 9, laying 20+. Akron, though, is no juggernaut either, with a 1-9 ATS record in their last 10 MAC road games. This is the type of line that makes you uncomfortable whichever side you pick, but that's the point. Books know sharp money usually looks to the big dog. With the total at 48, though, it's worth noting that unders have hit in 7 of Toledo's last 10 as a heavy favorite. Expect a slow grind that favors the under again. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. So to recap, we've got Vanderbilt looking strong to cover, Eastern Michigan live as a dog, James Madison dominating in their spot, Arkansas State sneaky in the Sun Belt, and Toledo's total leaning under. These are the angles we're hammering. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!